Hello, good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, whenever you're watching this. Hi. Coffee cheers. I'm Catherine Oster, and welcome to this week's edition of Coffee Chat. Hello, Karen. Thank you for joining me. I was having a total brain melt. I am terrible with titling things, and I'm typing in getting ready to do this live, and I'm trying to I typed in 3 or 4 different names. Did not match the energy of what I was going for. So I titled this coffee chat, I don't know what to call this. Because that's what I really didn't know. Anyway, so I just want to share with you some of my body journey. I'm 40 years old. I have 2 kids, and they are 13 and 10. And since having said children, my body has just it's not been what it was before. And I'm sure all of you women who have had children can totally relate to this. There's a lot more belly fat and the body and that. And I made myself so wrong for that in the beginning. And I did a lot of force and effort and judgment to change my body. And it would work. It would create some superficial change. But it was I felt like I was suffering. It was hard. And I don't back down from hard things. Looking back now, what I can see is I wasn't actually addressing the root I feel like I'm getting to the root now, but I wasn't addressing the root of what was or what is with the body. Back then, I was only addressing the symptom, which was overweight and belly fat. And I've made it really wrong. Now, also, I didn't have and I was just wanting to change for judgment. So that wasn't working. So I kind of just let it go for a few years. And I really, in Access Consciousness, we talk about allowance. And allowance is the space where you get out of judgment. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Annalise. Allowance is a space where you can just allow yourself to be and be grateful for. So I started, instead of judging my body and how bad and wrong it was, I started practicing gratitude for my body and how grateful I am for her and all of the brilliant things that she can do with me and for me, even if she has some belly fat. And so I really got to this space of allowance, which took years, actually. And I'm still working on it. The judgment is way less. Actually, maybe I'm doing pretty good. I don't judge my body quite nearly anyway. So what I discovered is this time last year, I really actually set a target that I wanted to achieve, which was I wanted to become a better rider on my horse in dressage. And I want to ride a Grand Prix level dressage in this lifetime. I'm 40, I can do this. I still got 20 years. I can, and so that gave me the drive to want to strengthen my body. Not through, I knew traditional workouts like doing P90X, which I did before, stuff like that wasn't really going to work for this. Anyway, Pilates came into my life, and this brilliant gal, Stephanie, I think you guys probably heard me talk about her before. I've been working with her for 10 months now. I think I started in October or November last year. And, she's amazing. And the strength that I have built in my body over this last year has been phenomenal. Using this Pilates work has changed how I actually function with my body. I didn't realize how much you had to use your inner thighs. I was always going to use hip flexors and shoulders, like big muscle centers, to do things, to lift things. But what you actually really need to strengthen is your whole core, which is you have these bra strap muscles that can be really effective when you use them for things and lifting. Anyway, it's amazing. So I discovered this whole group of muscles in my body that I can use that I didn't even know. And so the transformation began. And Now, still, I would still like to change the belly fat, but I'm not judging it anymore. I'm like, I'm an allowance. I can do Pilates, and all of this stuff. Well, Stephanie, my Pilates instructor, she sent me this YouTube video about fasting and Dr. Mindy Pelz. Now, I also have done intermittent fasting before, with like an 18-hour fast period and a 6-hour eating window. I did it before. It didn't really do a lot for me, but made me a little cranky. Anyway, so she sent me this video though, and this Dr. Mindy Pelz really like, hey Ross, good morning. She's really engaging in her videos, and I really enjoyed watching them. There's an energy there. I'm like, yeah. Her YouTube videos are nice and short. They're like 8 to 10 minutes. She gives you really great information about fasting and what it can do for your body. And she also starts talking about other health things. So I started watching some of her fasting videos, and she talks about, now what first intrigued me is how if you're a woman, fasting is different for you. You have to be aware of where you are in your cycle and what your hormones are doing in order for it to be effective, or else you're not going to get results. And that was missing information that I did not have before. And so now it's funny because I'm going to rewind in my life back a few years ago when I was looking at the belly fat, wondering what's it going to take to change this and what's causing it. Like, granted, anyway, I kept getting something with hormones, but so I would do a little bit of research about hormones and how, and yeah, okay, but there wasn't clear to me, but I always kept getting hormones. So when I was watching this video about how fasting and hormones and women, and I'm like, this is the information I need, I think. So she wrote a book called Fast Like a Girl. I ordered her book. I haven't started reading it yet, but I will be. But then I started watching more videos. And another video that popped was like how in order for your fasts to be effective, you need to make sure that your body's detoxification pathways are working. Meaning, your liver is one thing. You need to make sure that your liver is functioning and detoxifying. And lymph. So she talked about how by your clavicles, you want to have an indent there. I don't have an indent. Mine is kind of like level with the skin. And also in your armpits, you should have an indent right here. If you have a puff, it means that your body is accumulating lymph. Belly fat can also be an accumulation of lymph because your body is not able to detoxify correctly or properly. There's stuff that's going on. So I'm like, that is what, I'm just listening to this and I'm like, that is what's going on with me. Okay, I have this I'm so excited about this information. And this has just came to light over the last week. So I'm just diving into this now. So she talks about ways that you can get this system working in your body again. And one of them is to dry brush. Just with a dry brush, your skin, especially here, your armpit area and your inguinal pelvic area, dry brushing, using a loofah. She also talks about, for the liver detox, doing a castor oil pack, which doesn't sound too tricky, and, getting your liver in better health, eating more cruciferous vegetables, things like this. I'm going to let you guys, if you want to do some research for yourself about this, I'm going to put the link to her YouTube channel in the chat and her website, and you can totally go on there and just start binging what pops for you. There's so many. So I'm like, this is the information I have been looking for. I'm so excited about it. And, so got a loofah, got a dry brush. I'm going to start taking those steps. And, I'm going to do a liver flush with some omega alpha products, which we sell at the store. I feel like that will be something that will contribute. You're welcome, Michelle. And then, But then she talks about, okay, so there's been a lot of people in my life close to me that have been getting cancer of some sort, and breast cancer in particular. And the cause of their cancer is estrogen-based cancer. Something like, whatever, that's the words I'm using, not what the doctor said, but it's estrogen. The tumor is from estrogen. Now, also, if your body's detoxification is not working correctly, your body can have an accumulation, especially women, maybe even for men, of estrogen. And there's things in our environment that are called estrogen mimickers. They get absorbed into the body. And if your body can't detoxify them correctly, I think that's where these tumors come from. So that's also my drive to kind of look more into that. Now, I want to okay, so there's so many things, you guys. If you can follow me on this, I'm impressed. So that's another reason I'm like, well, yeah, like I really want to get my detoxification system in my body working more correctly. And now this is the other cool thing. Your body does a thing when you do 15 to 18 hour fasts. But when you start going to a 24-hour fast and beyond, what your body does is phenomenal. It starts to create more stem cells. It literally will start to regenerate itself. Your body will then, the cells, because they're not focused on digesting food anymore, they are going into parts of your body and they're revitalizing and breaking down the toxins quicker and better. Now, these are my words. You watch Dr. Mindy's video and she will like give you some more information. Like, it's amazing. If you can go to 24 hours, it's called autophagy and something different. Your body, it's phenomenal. And she said, she had a friend who got a breast cancer diagnosis and she went home from her doctor's appointment and she just started building up her body to do a fast. If you do 2 3-day water fasts a year, within those 2 3-day water fasts, your body will be able to regenerate itself and heal itself to the degree that you can change your cancer, that you can not actually have cancer or get it, and your body will be so much healthier. And plus, you're going to start looking younger because of these stem cells, and it increases your telomere length. Like, it just blows my mind. I can't go into it all right now. But this is what I've been watching, and I'm like, this is what I want. So I've been working on, so I'm going to work on the detoxification, getting those pathways. I'm going to do a liver flush. I have already done a couple of 36-hour fasts, actually, and I feel really good doing them. Just incorporating them, and she actually gives you a guide. Like, if you're new to fasting, you can go to her website, you can sign up for a beginner's guide to get started, and it all starts with pushing your breakfast back an hour. Anyway, it's phenomenal. I'm going to put her link in the comments of this video, and I highly recommend you go check out some of her videos and trust the videos that pop for you, because there's a lot of videos, but I'll kind of like scan them and like, which ones do I want to watch? And you'll get the information. It's very cool. And remember, I know that this is also not a pathway that's maybe for everybody. You have to trust. Like, I know that this is something for me because I'm very excited about it. And I feel like this is my body showing me. Remember I said before, years ago, I always got that there was something with hormones going on. But I didn't know what to do with it back then, and I was still totally not out of judgment. So I wasn't able to see the possibilities. But now anyway, sometimes I can talk too much. So I'm going to leave it at that with you guys today. And if you have any questions or comments, I would love to know. And I'll get those links in there sometime today. Keep your eyes open. Come check back in the comments and check it out, because I definitely feel like there's something here for maybe some of you guys that have been looking for something. Good morning, Bobby. Okay, have an amazing day. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye for now.